The Darwin Monkey project, known in Chinese as Wukong, represents a state-of-the-art neuromorphic computing system developed at Zhejiang University, the National Key Laboratory for Brain Intelligence. This remarkable achievement in brain-inspired AI technology demonstrates how far neuromorphic computing has advanced in recent years. The evolution of this technology showcases impressive progress in artificial neural networks. The Darwin Monkey AI system builds upon the foundation laid by its predecessor, the Darwin mouse, which was developed in 2020 with 120 million artificial neurons. The technological leap from Darwin mouse to Darwin Monkey AI represents an extraordinary advancement featuring over 16 times the neuron count of the earlier system. What's going on here, John?
Yeah. So before we dive into it, so current computers use what's called the von Neumann computer architecture. So that it's got 5 key components. It's got a CPU, it's got a memory unit, input unit, output unit, and a bus system to carry all that data around. So the Darwin Monkey represents a fundamental departure from the traditional von Neumann computer architecture because of its implementation of spiking neural networks, or SNNs. So unlike conventional artificial neural networks that use continuous analog values, this is cool. The Darwin Monkey operates through discrete electrical spikes, and that mirrors biological neuron firing patterns. So each of the 960 Darwin 3, and Darwin 3 is the chip, neuromorphic chips contain 2.35 million spiking neurons, and they communicate through event-driven asynchronous spiking timing rather than synchronized clock cycles, like in a typical computer. So this approach, it implements leaky, integrate, and fire, LIF, neuron models, where individual neurons, they accumulate charge over time and spike when reaching threshold values, and then propagate information through synaptic connections. So the system's 100 plus billion synapses feature plasticity mechanisms that enable real-time learning and adaptation, with synaptic weights modifying based on STDP, which is spike timing dependent plasticity rules that mirror, get this, biological learning processes. This is super cool. This is scary as F, though. What are your thoughts?
It's scary, definitely interesting. I like that we're looking at all these different options, like at approximately 2 billion pulse neurons and over 100 billion synapses. It operates at approximately 2,000 watts under typical conditions, demonstrating that it's markedly efficient for AI at this scale.
Yeah.
So overall, the concept is scary, but they're saying, oh, well, hey, this is a very efficient way of processing AI stuff. So there is things in here that we can extrapolate and use for good, as well as the evil of AI taking over the world and thinking more like humans and whatnot, which is what it's leading towards.
Yeah, this is getting us closer to like AGI. This is so. Just for those of you that don't know, we didn't cover this though. Intel actually, they developed a neuromorphic computing system called Holopoint, and it's the first large-scale neuromorphic system to demonstrate state-of-the-art computational efficiencies. But this beats that. It surpasses it, where Holopoint has 1.15 billion neurons. The Darwin Monkey from China has 2 billion neurons and consumes less power. So I don't know like what X that is as far as like having almost double the neurons, how much that increases, but they beat it. So it's great that we've got two. Hopefully, Intel continues to develop it, because I know you and I talked about this, where the CEO is like, "Oh yeah, we kind of lost the race," kind of thing. But I hope that they're still doing R&D on things like this.
Yeah, I don't know. Everything I read on Intel says they're friggin' done. And so we'll see if they're going to, come out of the ashes. But besides that, back to this. The Darwin AI Monkey can simulate brains of various species from worms to macaws, enhancing neuroscience research. And simulation capabilities support drug discovery by modeling biological process with improved accuracy over traditional methods. And neuromorphic systems could surpass traditional computing and parallel processing for certain brain-like workloads. Healthcare benefits include advanced understanding of neurological disorders, developing targeted treatments faster, and scaling neuromorphic systems to the size require solving unprecedented engineering and synchronization challenges. So the macaw brain simulation marks a milestone in bridging neuroscience theory and functional engineering systems. So it's interesting to see, we got the mouse, we got the monkey, we got the macaw. I'm not going to question their naming functionality through all this stuff, but it's interesting how they're progressing this and how far are we away from more advanced to, say, potentially a human brain.
Yeah, well, just to kind of link it to kind of real world. So this isn't just a research demonstration. It's apparently successfully running DeepSeek's LLM, and it performs logical reasoning, content generation, and mathematical problem solving. So beyond AI, like we talked, it can simulate entire animal brains like you talked about, but it can run an LLM very efficiently.
Yeah, good point. I didn't mention that. It's already running DeepSeek and working great.
Yeah. So I wonder, the possibilities are endless with this. I can't even fathom what the possibilities are with this if they get this into a working commercial kind of product.
Yeah, achieving biological scale simulations positioned to explore consciousness and cognition scientifically, not just computationally. So this is really, really interesting, and it seems to point to this being the next generation in AI breakthroughs.
Yeah.
Systems capacity to simulate biological process could accelerate development of new medications. Like we already talked about how AI figure out finding new proteins, finding new medicines, finding new stuff. And now you're putting it on steroids and simulating the human brain. You're going to be able to amp that up so much faster. The world is going to be changing faster than ever. Like when we went to the information age, everything changed so much in the last 100 years, faster than the previous. I think the next 100 years is going to be so much faster than the previous 100 years that we won't be able to keep our socks on, for lack of a better metaphor.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would love to know what you think about the monkey brain and this whole neuromorphic AI revolution. Is this the future? Do you think you're looking forward to having one of these computers, or do you think this is kind of the end? This is, the cross between everything we're doing with AI, connecting everything, and neuromorphic AI is where Skynet comes. Like we're just building it in front of everybody without hiding it. Let us know what you think. So what do you got going on, John?
Yeah, I guess it's coming out maybe September. So we've got Startup Drinks, we've got Elevate. Well, that's beginning of October, but and Flowgrammer event.
Yeah, we have those monthly now. So check out if you're doing business operations and AI and in the Toronto area, check out flowgrammer.ca for all our events. We do low code, no code, also live coding events where we just get together, demo stuff, have great conversations. It's really a good time. Startup Investor Drinks will be back. Come out and see that, where startups get to pitch. It's open pitch, open bar. There's investors always in the room, and it's always a great discussion. We always have stuff going on. Check out torontostarts.com. Check out flowgrammer.ca. And John, if they want non-dilutive funding, where do they go?
Yeah, find me on LinkedIn, John Irwin. It's the best way. Reach out, send me a message, add me, whatever. Yeah, it's the best way if you have any questions about non-dilutive funding. This is coming out in September. FedDev should be open, but and maybe can export. So yeah, but if you need any help with anything else business related to your startup, where do they go for you, Craig?
Go to torontostarts.com, startupcoach.ca, but go to torontostarts.com for everything that we do. You can book a call with me there, either with Flowgrammer for business AI automation, or if you want to accelerate your business with some startup coaching. It's all there. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to have your feedback.